Hi, welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. I'm Susanne Marie from Psychic Pass, and I welcome you to the show tonight. I am a clairvoyant who sees past, present, and future, and I'm a light trance medium to connect with loved ones. You can find me on Facebook under Psychic Pass, and also visit my website, psychicpass.com. I'm available for private readings, and on Facebook, you can just message me. And if you're a return client, especially message me and we can set up a time together. Welcome to June. June is going to be spectacular. There's a full moon coming, and usually that means new beginnings and just new aspirations and new ascensions as personal people. But on top of this full moon, we will have Mercury in retrograde. And I don't know if you've ever heard of Mercury retrograde, but it usually messes up communication, emails, snail mails, conversations, what you've meant. So in particular, I would urge my listeners to go ahead and be more patient and thorough in what you say in communications, and a little patient with the way that things get a little hairy around when you get that communication. So all kinds of things can happen. So please be patient. It's a good thing. It's much needed for the planets, but it kind of messes us humans up. So yes, the full moon is coming. So yeah, once again, welcome to A1R Psychic Radio. And I hope that we get a lot of good callers here. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about June because I'm a Gemini, and we will see how excited I am when Mercury goes retrograde. But I'm still very excited for summer. So yeah, everyone just go ahead and be patient. And I know we've been through the lunar eclipse, and that sure was very confusing for most of us, energy draining. And we have Nicole from Oxford, Michigan. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good.
Good. What can I help with you tonight?
I guess just a reading.
Okay, general reading.
I'm kind of I'm like between, life changing, jobs, and I need to figure out like a direction in life. I don't know if there's something that can help me figure that out, or, my future or something.
I will see what Spirit says, but already I'm getting things from Spirit that changes, a lot of changes have happened to you in 2021. And they're telling me that you've gone through the long night of the soul. And that generally means that you have searched within yourself for the things that you want to change by reflection. And long night of the soul usually is somewhat, it's very transforming, but it's very traumatizing at the same time, because there's a lot of emotion involved with it. And they said that you've already been through that. You've gone through that this year. Also, they're telling me that during the lunar eclipse of last month, late last month, you kind of felt kind of flaky, unfocused. You were going through a lot of being unable to ground yourself. Emotional too. They're telling me that you've somehow gone through a emotional roller coaster. Let me see. They're telling me that you're a very hard worker. A no nonsense kind of a worker. That you have a really great work ethic. And whatever is happening, Spirit says, whatever happening with your career, it's not you. It's not you. They're saying it's not you because you have a dutiful component to yourself.
Right direction.
I'm seeing that now. Whatever is happening is not your fault, and it's out of your hands, so to speak, with the job that you have. But Spirit is telling me to be tenacious and somehow give them trouble. You know, don't just go meekly, don't just go passively, to give them a polite piece of your mind. They need a piece of your mind, and I'm just going to say politely, piece of your mind. I would say to start looking for other work now. Are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Sometimes when it gets silent, we could drop a call.
I know. I was gonna say. I mean, I was gonna try to make noise, but I mean, you're kind of hitting it on. Like really try to listen.
They're saying to start now looking, and Spirit is telling me that it may seem upsetting right now, but there's something greater ahead for you. It's not a loss. It's something better is coming along the pike. And in this job now, it seems like a lot of stress behind or around. You know, it's almost like they don't know that you already have a great work ethic. It's not appreciated or second guessed is what I'm picking up. And I'm seeing that Spirit is moving you to some place where you're appreciated, and that noise of criticism, or it just seems like never-ending criticism, yeah. Or the feeling of it. You're never good enough. Nobody's good enough, kind of a feeling. So I feel that from Spirit that you're going to go into somewhere better, somewhere where you're appreciated. And Spirit is also telling me that the hours are exactly what you want in this new job.
That's interesting.
Well,
it's funny that you say something about the hours, because that's actually exactly what I've been stressing about too.
They're saying that everything about this job has somehow gotten you stressed, and usually that is not you. Usually you're very responsible. You get the job done. I mean, you're an excellent worker. But this job is just, they just don't appreciate you. It's kind of like expendable is the feeling that I get. So it is time for you to move on because they're not treating you in the way that you should be treated. I was asking for clarity on the hours, and they're saying either it's changeable or it's not workable with you. When I had asked, and I had seen a glimpse of evening or the request for it. So I would just, well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. It is. They have been requesting evening shifts.
I would just go ahead and start looking for another job. And
well, I do have an interview tomorrow, so I think it's kind of a coincidence, or destiny that
excellent.
said that, because I have been thinking about it. I have been thinking about it, and I have been having issues. I mean, it's a new job, but just don't know if it's for me.
I don't think that your next job is going to be so rough as this has been. It's really affected you, or it will affect you when you're gone. It's affected you because you know you're a darn good employee, and you didn't deserve the treatment that you were getting, and it feels like, from the bottom of my heart, it feels like it's not your fault. It's their fault, and it's their loss.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
so
do you see bright, career, success in the future, I guess?
absolutely, absolutely. And I don't think that this job is a reoccurring incident. Things happen sometimes once in our life, and those once in a lifetime things usually teach us what we need to know. So when you think of this job, think about the things that you've learned, the positive and the negative that you've learned from it. Because Spirit is saying that it's just been a learning experience all the way around. And I do see a bright future because you're going to be around people who appreciate your hard work and the responsibility that you you take on when you're working. So I see nothing but bright, and monetary
Yeah, we've just
too.
been financially stressed out for the last since everything going on. So, it would be nice to know some security or some bright future or something positive.
I do see monetary. Yeah, it's going to be okay. You're going to get the things that you want and need, and there'll be security. Um, you just stick with it, with trying to get out of that job you're at now, and you'll sense it when you walk into the interview. Um, a very warm, positive flow from the people that make you feel like they're looking at a person, not, just a number applicant. But I do see that. I think that things are going to go great.
Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I do
You take
appreciate
a break.
that.
You are a hard worker. You need about a day of just not worrying about anything. Put it, in Spirit's hands and go ahead. You'll be all right. Okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
We have Laura on the line. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Good. Thank you.
Good. What can I help with you tonight? What questions?
My question would be, how can I identify the names of my spirit guides?
I'm not quite sure. I don't think I heard that.
Oh, sorry. My question is,
You want the names of your spirit guides.
yes.
I'm sorry. Hang on, I'm going to talk to Spirit. Do you know how to activate your spirit guides?
Well, I think I do, but perhaps I'm not doing it right. Do you have some advice for me around that?
Hang on. Now, one person is coming forward, and it's a guide, and it's a female relative, but it's a relative that was ascended, even here. It's a relative that everyone thought and felt like she was a saint because of her heart.
Okay. Yes.
I hope that resonates.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay. Also, you have the angel, and I'm picking up that it's Jophiel. It's light. It's the angel of light and beauty, and the way that it may resonate with you is the light, because she has to do with when everything seems yellow in a room, or a lot of yellow in the room. So she resonates with me that she's your angel.
Oh, beautiful.
And it's Jophiel. And personally, the way that you also can resonate with this is when you see nature, or when you hear the birds singing, you think how beautiful. You're just connected to it. Flowers blooming. I mean, it just hits you in the heart and it gives you peace. So those are the two that are coming through. And
beautiful.
Whenever you want your guides to be around you, those two will come through. And you can call Jofiel and the lady who's just a sweetheart. You can call them to help you, and they're there to help you. So to activate, all you have to do is say, I request your help, I request your assistance, and then say the names, and they're right there. They're right there with you.
Fantastic.
Yeah. But even no matter where you are, if you see a lot of yellow, that's Jofiel right by you. She's just right there with you, and it's beauty, and yeah, I'm even awed looking at it. The angel of light and beauty. So those are your guides. You're very, very connected to spirit. You're very sensitive. And I hope too that being the empath like that you are learning how to live with so much sensitivity. Are you learning? Good, good. Lots of good books out there. How to deal with that. I'm sorry, I was picking up that sometimes negative people come around you and they just kind of drain you and make you tired. But it's just their negative attitude. So yeah, I'm glad that you are learning, and there are a lot of good books and videos on Facebook for how to go about navigating in this world where we just pick up everything. So I hope that helps.
Yes, thank you so much. You validate that for me.
Is there anything else?
Both my parents are in spirit. Is there anything from them?
Let me see. I'm not sure why, but the first thing that I thought I saw when you had said that was a smoky kind of gray cat, and I'm not sure why.
A smoky
Maybe
gray
just
cat.
a pet.
Okay.
Yeah. Your parents are together, and I'd like to describe them. They're very, very happy and very kind and very committed to each other, and they like to laugh. They like to smile, and they like to enjoy. Do you have a stand-up lamp at your house?
Yes, I do.
Like they stay around that. They stay around that lamp, and they just send you lots of love. And I think that you feel them. I don't know if you knew they were standing around. Okay, they're sending you love. They love you very much.
I do feel them.
So yeah, that's where they are. Um,
Wow, that's beautiful. And I do have a smoky grey cat that always comes and sleeps by me at night.
okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I really feel privileged to have done it. So, thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much.
Take it.
I appreciate you.
All right. You have a good night.
Thank you very
Bye
much.
bye. Well, that was it for the callers. But I want everyone to have a good night, and I want everyone to remember the Mercury in retrograde and the full moon coming. Please be patient with yourself and patient with other people, and we will get through this. It will be a wonderful June. And also, love. Love is powerful, and we need to love one another, even in the smallest, kindest ways. So let's move that forward for June, that everyone tries to be kind and loving towards everyone. All right. Thank you and have a good night.